Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. How is everyone doing? I hope that you're all doing well. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you all stopping by to give your support, to give your love. All right? Yeah, man. This evening, I have a topic that I would like for us to have a look at it and have a little discussion about it. Let me know your thoughts on the topic. It is not a topic that persons discuss every day, but I would like to have your feedback, if you don't mind. Let me see. Just bear with me, please. Bear with me if you don't mind. Good evening, everyone. I am happy to have you here. But we have a little topic this evening, a little discussion. I would love for us to have a discussion on this topic. A lot of persons don't like discussing these topics, but it is also very important. I think it's very important that we discuss these things because it is something that is real and it is something that is actually happening in our society. What is happening here? Why can't I bring this up? Oh, hold on. Let me turn this on. It's a good thing I checked. There is a feature here that I needed to turn on that I hadn't. So just let me. I didn't turn this off. So when I turn one on, it looked like it turned off the other one. Let me double check. Okay, they're both active. Right? Okay, here we go. We're all set. So welcome again. Welcome once again, everyone. Indeed, I am happy that you are able to stop by, even for a moment, and hear what it is I have to say. Now, as we age, as women, there are changes that takes place in our bodies. Some men don't really understand, and it causes relationship breakup. All right? It causes a rift in our relationships or in your relationships because I don't have a relationship. But these things happen. Yes? And persons don't come out and talk about it, but it is real. It happens. These things do happen. Now, as a woman age, she goes through several things, just as when she's getting into adulthood, and there are different changes to her body. As you get older, these changes also take place, and it causes women not to enjoy certain pleasures of life anymore. So, we want to know how it is that aging affects sexual desire differently in men and women. How does it affect women and how does it affect men? Because yes, it do affect the men as well. Now, why do men and women experience changes as it relates to that? Differently as they age. Men experiences different, women experiences different. Um, I need to do something here. Uh, all right, that's done. I hope I'm not going to discuss this by myself. I hope that you will join in the discussion and I don't have to discuss this all by myself. So, changes take place. Hey, there, man. Yeah, man. Now, let me say that sexual desire doesn't stay the same throughout life. When you are younger, you experience this desire in a different light, in a different way. And as you get older, things change. There are changes happens throughout the body or in the body. All right. Um, Men and women, they experience changes, but in different ways. Now, we can discuss how the hormone changes in women and how it affects our physical health and our stress levels and what are the expectations. So we can just browse over some of these. From the testosterone shifts, yeah, in the men to menopause in the women. I call it womenopause because I don't know how it is that menopause and it's women that is happening to. However, from well-being to relationship dynamics, all right? So we're going to look at these factors that influences why men and women's need may evolve in opposite direction, different directions as they age. And we try to understand some of the things that are happening in our bodies because these things messes up our relationships as well. All right? Now, as we age, our bodies change. Different things happen in our bodies, and so does our desires. Even if you're eating the stuff that you used to eat as a younger, as a young adult, as you get older, you don't want those stuff to eat anymore. Well, for myself, that is. I don't have any desire for some of those foods. I used to enjoy eating chocolates, not anymore. So it's the same thing. Your body goes through different shifts, different changes. And persons have to understand if you're married, if you're in a relationship, as you age, things happen. The men still wants, it's as if their levels are higher because as I said, I'm not in a relationship and it's been a while. So you only age once, so I don't know what it is like or what it looks like, but I have some form of experience, you know, and I've heard females talk. So our emotions shift, and so does our desires. For some men, and I believe it's a lot of men, their testosterone or whatever the word is called, it's even stronger, more active for longer. Now, this can keep their interest in intimacy strong. This is for the men. But as it relates to women, for many of us women, menopause and stress and all of these changes that is taking place, these emotional needs can create a different experience, some kind of imbalance as it relates to those desires. Women no longer feel the urge, all right? While the men will quarrel, the men will fuss about these things because they are not having it as regular, or the women is not. And I believe, that's why you have some men go after the younger girls. Come to think of it. Because when you have a gentleman in his 70s with a young, much younger girl, younger female, and one often wonders why. Sometimes these are the reasons. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. You can also leave your comment and remember to like as you join. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening. Now, these, as I said earlier, these changes can create some kind of emotional needs as we experience different feelings or different emotional whatever is happening. But sometimes it's not just hormones, all right? Sometimes it's a health condition. Even in men, you have some men, when they are young, they start, they get impotent, even young. Some young men, perhaps they're not eating right, and that too is a health condition. They're not eating right, they're not eating the proper foods that will help them to build their blood. All right. So I'm not talking about those, we are talking about older folks as it relates to females and the males. They tend to have a total different, how should I put this? As it relates to their desires, it's totally different for some people. For some women, they will tell you that no, it's the same and it's even stronger, stuff like that. But for some females, okay, thank you so much, Ruby. Good night, darling. Good night. And thank you so much for joining. Hope you are well. Some women will tell you their urge is still strong, while some women will tell you, I don't want to see this man. And boy, I'm sorry that I am married, because now it has become an obligation for some women. All right. And it's a pressure for them. And communication can be an issue as well, when the woman is always snapping at the man because she don't want what he wants. So she will become snappy and she will become irritated. So if you communicate correctly, you and probably seek counseling, sit and talk about it, you know, probably it will help, because the man will become more understanding. You have some men too. You have some women. Let me flip that now. You have some women who are at the peak at that time, and they are just, they have this great urge, just like some of these men. And sometimes the men cannot even stand for long. Yeah, they cannot stay for long. Let me say that. But a minute, 2 minutes, and this is what, it's not from my experience, it's from what others, I've heard others um, speak about. All right. And then that's it. And the woman now will be left in that state, if you get what I'm saying. Connection, when you have proper communication, it can break barriers. When you have, no, sometimes, it's also the connection that you have with your partner. If you still have that magic, if you still have that connection, some persons, they grow apart, and it's no longer fun, it's no longer, the urge is no longer there, because they have grown apart. So the connection is not there anymore. And life has now become very pressuring. But you still play that role because it's, let's say it's your job title. So you still have to carry out your duties, but it's no longer fun. When we understand these things that are changing, we will no longer judge what's taking place, and we will have a better understanding, a better communication, and you create a space, or you create an environment for healthier relationships, because now you have become, you have a deeper empathy, and you're more honest in your conversations at what is happening, what is going on. You're better able to discuss the imbalance. You're better able to say what is truly happening. As persons grow older, their bodies and hearts go through many changes. And this is just the norm. When you get older, things change. A lot of things change. There are places that you would normally go, you have no more interest in going. You have no more desire to do some of the things that you would normally do as a young person. As a young person, perhaps you just love the joyride. You just drive here, you go there, and you probably go to the beach a lot. You cut down on some of the things that you would normally do. You find no more or not much fun in doing some of these things. And it's the same thing that happens in the bedroom. It's the same thing. Things change, people change, um, persons grow apart. And if you can discuss some of these issues, you would save your relationship. You would save yourself a lot of hurt. You would save yourself a lot of discomfort and all of these things. So it is always good to have a healthy discussion about what is taking place. When you're married, you're not supposed to, nothing is secret anymore. Nothing is secret. I know not everyone is married, even at even though you have grown distant from each other. But if you communicate correctly, things can change and you find that spark again. It can happen. Communication is key in any relationship. Sometimes persons are not married because you have a lot of elderly people, male and female, living together, but they are not married. They are just living together. They are not, let's say, legally, should I use that word, that term, legally married? They did not go in front of a pastor. Not that they are have not. You have a lot of person who would say they're married. They have been together over the years. You can. It's your feedback, your views. Your view says a lot as well. Your comment. You can comment and let me know how you think on these things. What your thoughts are. You can give your feedback. All right. I'm giving my feedback. I'm giving my take on it. After they have been together for over the decades, because you have persons living together 10, 20 years and they have not been in front of a pastor, but they have been living together for many years. And these persons, if you can sit, you don't throw away 10, 20 years of togetherness because of lack of communication. You sit and you discuss these things. People can change, situations can change. For many women, the journey, however, is different. As I stated earlier, menopause, stress, responsibilities, that they had no inclination that all of this burden would be left on them. They have a lot of responsibility. You have some men who dump everything on the ladies. All right? The women have to do even some of the jobs that the men are tasked with. All right? And it leaves a strain on the women. And sometimes they don't want to start an argument. And it festers. You don't discuss it. So it festers. And it festers and goes straight into the bedroom. And I am sure that persons can relate to what I'm saying. You have been having issues, you have been having problems, and you don't discuss it. And what happens? It festers, all because you don't discuss it. Perhaps too you may have discussed it with your spouse and nothing is done about it and you get tired of it. You have grown apart. Sometimes it's some small things that festers over the months, over the years, that maybe you have spoken over and over about this thing and nothing changes. Sometimes too, persons don't speak, they don't talk, and that too festers. Now, for those persons who they would have spoken on this thing, what is happening to them, and the hurt that is causing them, when they talk about it and nothing changes, believe me, when a woman gets silent, it's time to worry. When a woman gets silent, I am telling you, it is time now to worry. Yes, because she has spoken about this thing time and time again, and absolutely nothing is done about it. So here goes. She stopped talking because it doesn't make any sense for her. She has been speaking about it and nothing has changed. So she's going to stop talking. And when she stops talking, then you're going to see changes. So sometimes it's the responsibilities that has been weighed down on her and the stress steps in. The emotional baggage can also quieten that desire. It's not that one or the other doesn't care or one care more than the other. but it's that their bodies are speaking differently. We communicate differently. We speak different languages. All right. Now you have some men who grapes women, or vice versa. Let me not say vice versa. You have men who grapes men too. And if you start screaming, they get excited. But the minute you just there and you're taking it, I help them too, they lose interest. Okay, so everybody's body is different. You have some men who love to rough up their women, and you have women who don't like it, while you have women who are for these things. But if you speak about things that are bothering you, believe me, it makes a world of difference. When we can understand these changes and have patience and compassion, persons can build healthier relationships, kinder conversations, because now you can sit and talk with love, and you can ask each other questions that you were scared to talk about. Bring up some you can bring up some conversations or some topics that was taboo. You didn't want to talk about it because you didn't want to hurt each other's feelings. All right. So everybody's body speaks differently. Language is different. We have to just understand, have compassion, have compassion, have patience. Everything that we do, every kind of relationship, every kind of relation, what should I say? Any kind of relationship fostered is a relationship, not necessarily a sexual relationship. You can have a relation, brother sister relationship, sister sister relationship that is very tight. Some relationships are not as tight. So it all depends. Everyone speaks a different language, not necessarily Spanish and English, but everybody's body speak a different language. So we can build a healthier, we can build healthier conversations. Hold on a sec, guys. Yes, guys, sorry about that. Miss Gay, good night, darling. Good night. I'm just seeing Kimmy forever. Hey, Kimmy, that's my daughter, guys. Miss Gay, bless up yourself. I was on a call, darling. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. I am going to let me get the link. I hope me do this again. A long time, you know. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm getting the link. I'm dropping it in the chat. Yes, so Kimmy is my daughter, guys. So there is the link. There is the link. Kimmy, if you are hearing me, you can come up. Just click on the link. So, guys, as I was saying earlier, sorry about the interruption. Miss Gay, happy that you're here. I was supposed to do this stream, but Mister, you know what? I don't want to put it over God's Child TV. So let me bring it here instead. And we have started a few minutes ago. So as I was saying earlier, our bodies speaks different languages. All right? It's not that one care more than the other, though. Not at all. But it's how we deal with certain situations at the time. We build healthier relationships and kinder conversations when we are more loving towards each other, when we understand what the other person is going through. And as I would have said, it's not only sister and brother or husband and wife relationship. Every relationship is a relationship. That's what it is. When you build relationships. Hold on a second. I'm not seeing you, Alicia. Okay. All right. Good. Have to make sure. Yeah. All right. Can you hear her, guys? You don't have to turn on your light, Ali. You can turn your camera off.
I try to turn off.
I'm gonna have to add her back. When you talk to each other, even if you have your child, you have to talk to that child with love. When you are just fostering a relationship with your spouse, with your other half, you can be so loving. All right, there we go. You can be so loving at the beginning of that relationship, but somewhere along the line, it breaks down. There's a barrier because the love is lost for some reason. Now, here is Alicia. I don't know. She's pretty young, so she should not know much about. She's not yet old. She's not getting at the old section yet.
Who tell you
So
that?
no, you're not getting at the old section yet. You're still pretty young.
So you're
So
sure if you don't have any experiences?
no, not in the old field. You have when you're not touch menopause yet. You
Heartbreak is heartbreak, okay?
no, it's about I know, but what I'm saying is relationship as people age, as women age, in most cases, you have some women who no one have nothing to do with with their husband. They don't want to have nothing to do as it relates to the bedroom business.
Well, as I am getting older, it seems I have increased in libido.
Hey,
Mine I go up. I don't know why it's going up, but it's up.
Miss Gay saying good night.
Good night, Miss Gay. Yeah, find me here.
Well, you not reach up there so yet, so it's still understandable and it's fine because you're still young.
Yeah,
You're
so
still young.
hopefully when we reach up there, so it drop back down, go up no further.
I don't
All right,
know
now
why.
it's high.
Rosie, big up yourself. Rosie, this is a conversation that I'm happy that you are here and you are listening in. No, Rosie, good night, darling, and welcome, sweetheart. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming. Miss Gacy Rose. So the topic, guys, the topic is, what the topic again? I don't even remember the topic, hormones, hormones,
Yeah.
health, emotional needs. What drives, what drives changing desires in women, men and women? Yes, you have some women, Miss Gay, even as they age, it goes up. But you have some, they don't want to have nothing at all to do with them husband. And because they don't talk about it, they don't explain this to their husband, it causes a barrier, it causes a rift. So it's best if we talk about these things when it is happening, when you're in a relationship, and especially if you are married or you have been together for years. The man is wondering now, it wasn't like this earlier, so what happened now? What changed? You don't love me again? And these are questions that men will ask. These are questions that women will ask.
Yeah, or you feel like they must step out, so that's why they not have the time for you. You feel
There
like
you
there must
go.
be somebody outside, so that's why you not getting your share.
Yes, there you go. So the accusation starts
Yeah,
because they don't know what is happening. So the man starts to accuse the woman of cheating. The woman starts to accuse the man of cheating.
but sometimes as well, it's either one spouse is actually cheating, and because they're cheating, they feel guilty, so they're blaming the other spouse of doing it. That is sometimes possible.
Yes, it happens because
Hmm.
say when you're guilty, when you're guilty, you want to believe that the other person is guilty too.
Yeah, because you do it, that means say me I do it. So yeah.
Rosie said, Rosie said, when I reach 40, I need it more than ever. Lord of mercy.
Well,
Well,
I'm almost 40. I'm heading to 40. So it look like that's why I want it so much.
no, not push up your age. Me know your age. Not push it up.
I'm not. Me never say me reach 40.
No, you say you're
I'm
soon.
heading there. I'm trending in that direction. Me not far.
Of course, you couldn't head back to 30.
A few little years I'm reach.
Miss
Just when
Gay
the corner
says,
there so.
Miss Gay says, I remember this lady way up in her 70s at the time. She said down there, not old, her partner was in his late 40s. That's what I was saying the same thing. The older I get is the more I am in need. Miss sorry for you. I'm sorry for you, Auntie Rosie. No, Miss Gay, you wonder, then we wonder why some of these women, older women, look to the younger guys. And these older men look to the younger ladies because some of we old ladies, we don't want to see it. We don't want to have nothing to do with it. Like myself, I don't want to have nothing to do in that field. I don't want. I have had enough.
Sometimes it's a condition of the mind. You condition your mind.
Yes, it can be a condition of the
You
mind as
have
well.
conditioned your mind, so you not have no feelings for it. But me sure. First, when you did that do road.
No, that was then. That's what
Huh.
I'm saying. It is older. We're talking about older for the older females, the older males. Me not unite with you now, Rosie. Stacey, you see in the comments? You see in
Yeah,
the
yeah, I'm
comments?
seeing them.
Rosie said, the older I
Yes.
get is the more I'm in need. I am planning. Go buy it, my love. That is between you and your friend. All right? No, everybody's body change their emotions and everything in their own unique way, whether it be male or female. And men and women, men, likewise women, often experience these things differently. And that is okay. Having an understanding with each other and that patience helps to build a stronger and a more loving relationship. Miss Gay says sometimes I believe menopause have a lot to do with it too. Yes, that's why I'm saying everybody body different. Everybody's body talk to them differently because some persons who are going through menopause this minute, you get the hot flush, and this minute you're hot, the next minute you're cold, this minute you're hot, the next minute you're cold, and it's the same thing. This minute you are in such a heat, and the next minute it's sick your stomach. But it's the understanding between your partner. It's that understanding. Sometimes it's a health condition too, Sometimes who knows, as the
Mhm,
male, he might need to go doctor.
mhm.
And for the female too, she might need to go she might need to see her doctor.
Guess so she's happy there's no one to pressure her.
Miss Gay, you and me both, girl. You and me both. So men's testosterone declines slowly um over the years. It declines slowly, and women experience a sharper hormonal shift. For her, it is more severe. It can be more damaging as
So
she
sound
goes
like me
through
have to go make
menopause.
use of my time now then, cause when me older me might not want any.
You don't know. None of us knows what changes our bodies are going to experience in later years. None of us knows. Perhaps, as I said before, you have some women who they continue with their life as though nothing happened, and they even grow stronger desire as they age. But that's for some women, while some is the total opposite.
That's true.
Yes, Miss Gay, enjoy life while you can. Now, many women feel the desire more strongly when they are emotionally safe, supported, and rested. If
And
you,
when they are emotionally connected to their partner as well. So like if they
yes,
truly love the person and them
mm-hmm,
enjoy the act, then them always a go beyond, them always a go ready.
yes, exactly so. So when you have that strong emotionally, when you have that strong emotional bond with you and your partner, you feel safe and you feel supported. Your partner is supporting you in whatever you do. When you're cooking, your husband probably washing the dishes or something, but the burden is not only left on one person. You both share. The children giving you problem, all right, daddy take them for a walk. You're not in this alone. You are not stressed, because when you're stressed, let me tell you something. That is another big factor. Being stressed, not getting enough rest, not getting that emotional support. It plays a huge factor. So love is the key. Um, Build a conversation. Talk about these things with your partner. Let him
Is
know
that
what. Hmm? Let him know or let her know what is going on.
holy? I'm talking to Mama. Mommy, what? You want down there to watch TV them? Huh? Sorry, my kids just come, mommy, so me that's why I'm mute. Mom, can I watch?
Okay. All right. Mute. No, as your responsibility. No, she's not Miss Gay. No, she's not with the channel. She just came up just to give some support. Cause I would have wanted persons to come up and chat with me, but you know, Um, where is the link? The link is here. If you so desire, if anyone so desire. Oh, you want to know if that is my daughter on the channel? Yes, man. Not the one who is here in America, you know. One of them who is in Jamaica.
The nice one.
All of my daughter, they're nice. No, it's not the one that has a channel. She sound like her.
Yeah,
Miss,
she did
so you sound
sound
like
like.
Jody.
Yeah, a lot of people say me sound like Joe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everything that we do, whatever it is that we are doing, we should build these relationship on love, trust, and communication. Communicate. Let your partner know what's going on. Let me let me do something here. Give me a moment. I know what I realize now what was going on. Some persons are on this side and commenting, while some persons are over on the other side. So some of the comments I'm not seeing them, and they should all be coming into StreamYard. I don't know what's going on. Get as much loving as you can. Get as much loving as you desire. Just give me a moment. Let me activate it. Let me.
Yeah, so while she's doing what she's doing, I'll try and entertain you. My baby, they hear her act up a little bit. She don't want to go to bed and she have school in the morning. So, yeah.
All right, here we go. She's not ready yet because you're not snuggling with her.
Her aunt is snuggling with her, so that should be enough. She's watching a very boring princess story, so hopefully it will work.
Yeah,
Nothing.
you know, Miss Gay, you know something? This daughter, you know, had a channel years, many years ago. She still have it. She just don't use it. And every day she's going to post and she's going to post every
What would I
day.
say? I don't know what to talk about. I don't know what to post.
It's
My
okay.
channel would be vulgar. It wouldn't be as nice as yours. It would be, it would be
Everybody
different.
has their niche. Everybody has their niche. And we understand it would be a young people thing.
Young generation.
Yeah, young generation, yeah. Okay. So as we said, as I just said a while ago, you need the love, you need the emotional support from your partner.
Mm-hmm.
And to help you understand what is going on. Because sometimes you don't even know what's going on in your own body. And you feel alone. You feel, I don't know. But when you have someone who can understand what you're facing and to let you know that you're not alone, they're also going through it with you.
That's an emotional connection.
Right. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
You feel more loved, you feel more respected, you feel safe.
Yeah, you feel more
Miss Gay
connected and
says,
relaxed.
Miss Gay says, people will watch. Everyone has people to support. There you go, Miss Gay. Because you have some channel, very vulgar, very dirty. As long as you know your niche and you make YouTube know where you're going with, yeah, it's okay.
I'll try, Miss Gay. I'll take it into consideration again.
Miss
And
Gay,
I'll
that's my boy daughter. I don't know how to explain that, but that's my boy daughter. I don't, she's in the wrong field. She fixed a plumber, she's a mason, name it. So I'm telling her
I
the
try.
machine broke down. The washing machine broke down the other day. I'm saying to her, when you're fixing stuff, you can, go on live and because people watch these things. It was something simple, and she was trying to get someone to come and fix the machine, and she fixed it herself. It's a digital machine, a digital washer. She fixed it herself, just like
I'm a
Mika.
jack
There
of
you go.
all. I'm a jack of all trade, master of none.
None. Master of none. So I was
Yes.
telling her to go to, a school and master one of those crafts. She would do well in it. Okay. As your responsibilities increase, sometimes you're alone doing a lot of stuff. And as your responsibilities increase, you tend to lose interest in your home, in your duties at home. And if you have that support, if you have that good support system, that person who is emotionally able to lift you, then you will be fine. So when you have the emotional support, when the responsibilities come down on you, and you have that person, okay, babe, go and take a five. May we hold the fort for you. You know, you feel the love. You feel,
Why as me wake up, me a run come give him some.
here ya. Hmm. Sure.
I mean appreciation.
Yeah, yes, that there you go. Because when your partner take off some of the burden off of you, sometimes babe, want some.
Yeah.
Exactly. But when are you alone and him pass and brush you too hard,
You
you
just
run him.
frustrated, you know what he look upon you.
There you go. There you go, Miss Gay. Yes, man, she's self-sufficient. I can't talk everything, yes, sir. But my daughter here, so no need none neither. Pipe a
I'm
leak.
well covered, Miss Gay. I'm well covered. I'm well covered, believe me.
If the pipe a leak, she fix it. If there's a leaky faucet, she fixes it. Something is wrong with the machine, with the washer, she fixes it. She not wait for hobby, cause it not go fix, and that's just the reality. Or she have to go wait a decent time before it fix. So she get going. She do it herself. That's a fixer upper. She do it herself. So here we go. A lot of women, many women, just like the men too, don't feel say just the women them. The man them too, cause you have some woman they not nice. Okay, Miss Gay. Okay, darling. You have some women, they're not easy neither. The man work hard. The man work hard and come in, and the woman, she sit down in front of the TV for the whole day. And the man have to come in and come fix his own dinner. And if you don't mind shop, wash his own clothes too. And the woman is there. He works. She don't. There is no support there for him either. So when he gone in bed and he tired, and the woman a touch him, you know how that go. So the roles are reversed. So when the men or the women feels that emotional balance, when they feel supported, when they feel loved and cared for, you get a better response. All right. Anything to add, Ali?
No, that's you've said it all. That's basically it. When you feel emotionally connected, then the bond that you two have is stronger, especially as I say, when he helps out more, when she helps out more, because sometimes you do have men that are the stronger presence in the relationship. Like him, I do everything. Him, I wash him, he's cooking, he's
Mm-hmm.
cleaning, he's taking care of the kids, while the woman is just laid back. She's just playing games on her phone, or she's just texting some friends. She's preoccupied,
Mm-hmm.
and so the man in turn gets frustrated and he just goes out and drinks with him friend, he might pick up another girl. So those are stuff also that causes men to cheat. You
There you
do have
go.
circumstances when women are like that, as vice versa. You do have when men are like that, and then the women lose interest and they're tired. So when the man come and touch them and say, "Baby, roll over now," they're like, not even want to stay
Hmm.
right now. She's tired. She's frustrated. Same thing with the man. He's tired. He's frustrated. So even though it's 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 his nature to answer the call, he doesn't want to see her. He doesn't want to answer because he's upset. So no matter how much you rub and you touch and you please, he's just upset. He
Hmm.
might give in because it's men. He
Hmm.
might give in, but at the end of the day, he's still upset. So just help out. That's simply it. Just be more aware, be more attentive, be more invested, interested. One hand can't clap. So if it's why you're trying to make it work, then it will be balanced and it will work.
There you go.
That's my take.
There you go. All right. So there is a flip side to every situation. Treat the man good, the man treat you good. Treat the woman good, you get a good treatment just the same. It shouldn't be a one-sided affair. Now, stress. I'm not saying that men no undergo stress, Men undergo stress, but I think women carry it better than men. Men often connect desire with closeness and confidence, or this kind of connection as their stress relief. When a woman under stress, in many cases, they don't want nothing to do with the bed. When a woman is stressed, when some women are stressed, they don't want to have nothing to do with the bed. While it is the total opposite for the men. When they're stressed, they seek that closeness. And as I said earlier, sometimes some of these things causes the men to seek for the younger. The, look at a man in his 70s, a man in his 70s, 60s, 20-odd-year-old girl. I don't know if the girl loves him or is just a sugar daddy, because believe me, I believe that if the man don't have something to give that girl, she's not going to want to be with him just because of the age. And when he take off his clothes, he's not supposed to look attractive unless that man works out, unless that man goes to the gym and him have money. But no young girl is going to want to be with a man who could be her grandfather.
Ew.
You get what I'm saying?
And I wouldn't say no young girl. You do have some few young women that are attracted
Few.
to the daddy types.
Yeah, few.
Yeah, them attracted to them daddy. So yeah. No, not literally their dad, not their actual dad, like older men. They're attracted to older men. Yeah, I have a few young ladies that are attracted to older men. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you're not at a certain age, they won't date you. Them not date
Yeah.
inside their age range. Like
Mm-hmm.
for a
Mm-hmm.
woman, say she's 20, she wants somebody with 40, 45.
Mm-hmm.
There's an
Mm-hmm.
age limit that she wants. So when she reached 30, she's dating somebody who's like 50, 60.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Like me have an age range. I would never date somebody who is like a certain age, like under a certain age. So for instance, like he's 20 or younger than 20. I don't think I'll date somebody who's younger than 25 or 26. I don't think more somebody that young. Because to
Mm-hmm.
me they're just not mature enough. Like I would
Mm-hmm.
date somebody older. I'm in my 30s and I would date somebody 40, 50. Because to me,
Mm-hmm.
they're more mature. And at the same time, some guys, even though I might consider them immature, some guys who are in their 20s are mature. Sometimes they act older than the older men because now the
Yep.
older men are acting like
Mm-hmm.
boys. They want to
Mm-hmm.
sag their pants and they want to swag as if they're 20. I
Mm-hmm.
saw an older man, he looks about 45, 50. And he had his pants under his butt. He had his crack was showing and everything, and he was swagging like a young boy. I'm like, what the hell? What is he even
Mm-hmm.
thinking? And he was not attractive in the least. He was not attractive, neither physically or any kind of alley.
None of the
maybe
Allen and one thing.
monetarily, maybe monetarily, but I didn't look that deep.
Mm-mm. I don't know. I don't know. Some of these men, they don't know their age. They don't know their age. So, stress would affect. I can be wrong, but I tend to believe that stress affects women more. Stress, fatigue, that mental load.
Said to me, women more know how to cope with the stress. It's men that
That's what I
affects
said
more.
earlier. Mm-hmm.
Mhm. In my opinion, it affects men more because they don't know how to communicate, so they don't know how to handle the pressure of their stress. So they tend to get violent when they are stressed. Like instead of sitting down and say, a woman will come and say, babes, I want to talk to you, or we need to talk. A man will just come and say, just start swear or he just grab you up or something. You just get physical out of nowhere. And you wonder where this come from. But the man tell you 2, 3, 4 times in a one day, say, babes, wash up plate them now, wash up plate them now. And then he just get tired and he just start neck you.
That kind of stress, that a frustration.
Repeat.
Come down your bitch.
That is frustration, not stress. When a woman's stressed, or when we're talking about stress, we are talking about a woman who have to shoulder the burden all by herself. There is no help. She not have no the male figure is there, but he's absent. You know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
She have to do everything on her own, and there is a male figure in the house. So
Yeah,
she
and
gets
that's
stressed. But when you have a woman now and the woman lazy and you tell her to do one thing, yeah, make you understand that that is frustration.
no, I understand. In that case, I was talking about stress, but I used the wrong, what I call it now, the wrong explanation. The explanation that
Mm-hmm.
I gave wasn't accurate. But
Mm-hmm.
it's basically the same thing as the man being stressed, and
Mm-hmm.
then he don't know how to express himself, so him just express himself violently. That's why most men are killing them. They're unaliving themselves and their
Right,
partners.
right.
Hmm.
So each person handle, problem differently. And when I remember as a younger person, as young girl, when me under stress, no come near me. As a man, leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Stress, fatigue, and your mental health. You also need to protect your mental health. When you get older, me hear one or two old men or old women I take out themselves, you know,
Hmm.
because sometimes they don't have anybody to relate to, they don't have anyone to talk with, they are
Yeah, the
going through this.
isolation. Yeah.
And sometimes some women suffering, men too, suffering in silence, even though they are old, they are
Mhm.
abused, you
Yeah.
know, the woman abuse them or the man abuse them and them not talk about it.
And sometimes they're just lonely. Like they're not being abused, they just don't have anybody to talk to. Sometimes they're just lonely.
All right, we talked about that one today already. Loneliness, living alone. Speak about that
Mhm.
today.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah,
I
man, that's
didn't.
fine. Yeah, man. But you have a point. You still have a point because loneliness, not only, you know,
Hmm.
you can be in a relationship and lonely too.
Okay, of course.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You
You're
can
in a
feel like
relationship,
you're
but
alone.
you're by yourself. Yes, Miss Gay.
Yeah.
Men know they may feel different desire, even when them stress. Why? Because their bodies responds differently. So that's why I was saying when I was a younger girl, no one near me. Me stress out already. Me broke, me hungry, me not have no money. You don't have no money. Figure me where you go. Leave me alone. Leave
Enough
me
pleasure
alone.
to you.
And then you want come now. No, no, not at all.
Mm-hmm.
Hey JB, welcome my darling. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's always a pleasure having you. You know that. Yes, JB. So we done lick over certain hurdles and certain milestones already, but you're still there here. All right. So when sometimes it can be health conditions too, like high blood pressure, as we said. Blessed night, everyone from JB. Tell
All
my
right.
husband
Good
JB.
night. Good
Yeah,
night,
good night.
Jamie.
All
Okay,
right.
baby.
JB is my YouTube husband. One of my YouTube husbands.
You
Listen
don't
out
want
for him.
nobody.
Listen out for him now. Listen how him all condone me now.
You don't want
So
nobody.
leave me alone. Health, our sometimes the women's health, the men too, have health conditions that interrupts their life. You have something called diabetes. When you're diabetic, the man done. Done. You understand? He becomes impotent. Done. That's it. And Miss Gay saying good night to you, Joseph. When a
Yeah, but
man,
you have other ways of pleasing your spouse without him having to stand up on him third foot. So if you do him
well,
impotent, you know they have a lot of other ways nowadays. They have a lot of toys, a whole bunch of them, and you have
you
a
know, so
whole
me
lot of.
glad me getting old. Me glad me I get old. Cause me no want no man. Fi go buy no toy or send me go no toy shop. Me a no baby.
You
Me
don't
no
have to
want no
use
toy.
you don't have to use no toy where you have to go in depth. You don't have to use
It's
no
all right.
in depth toy. You can use
Might as
outside
well me go
toys.
on. Might as an older woman. Miss Gay say I can't find my glasses. Miss
Feel
Gay,
for
you
your
want
nose,
mine
Miss
tomorrow?
Gay, at the top of your head. Miss Gay,
Look
feel your head. That's
over your
normally where
forehead,
they are.
this there, Miss Gay. Or if it's in your blouse neck there so. You're lucky.
Mm.
As several times me make you put on one glasses over the other. All right. So there are health conditions like your blood pressure, diabetic, or even medication can affect the man's performance, but not always their desires. You know, so sometimes they have the urge, but even though the urge is there, they can't do nothing. They can't stand up. Then just can't stand up. The urge is there. And you wonder, where am I go? Because I've heard people talk about this. You know, I no use. And then he want come put me in a heat and left me. Where am I go?
But sometimes by satisfying you, he can be satisfied as well.
How? Because him I go tell you now, say, play with and
No. By satisfying you as the woman, by you getting your rocks off, by you having pleasure, him can, feel good. It make him feel good. You know, say him do a thing. Him do something and him woman bust off and him feel nice. Him feel like man.
hey, you know,
That,
some me I go come off of YouTube. What Jamie said,
that,
Jamie said, God's child, who tell you you don't want no man when you don't have your man already? Sure, sure.
all right,
JB,
sorry, I'm sorry.
shh,
I'm sorry.
shh. Quiet down the thing now, man. Miss Gay say, use her now, she.
This
Hey,
game can kiss it too.
listen to me. I can't bother. Me
I'm
nah,
just throwing it out there.
where's that, Ali?
The same can kiss it too. I'm just throwing it out there.
Me nah go thing that one there, you know. I nah go endorse that, but
Why you
to
not
each
gonna adopt it? It's part of being in the room. What you mean? What
to
do you
each his
mean?
own. To
Yeah,
each his
nothing
own.
should be restricted.
No, as long as you're both together, me nah go
Exactly.
say anything is wrong or whatever.
Yeah,
But
in not
it
today's society, it's not taboo anymore. I mean,
me know. But some of these men you can bring, even though it is no prevalent, but you can tell some men.
thank you, JB. Thank you. Thank you. Stop skip round the thing and answer the thing.
Which I question me fi answer, JB? JB, which question me fi answer? JB, you know so you need to put down your phone.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So when a man is diabetic, you know say he done. And him I go tell you now fi play with and fi, no, me not go tired out myself and tired out my hand. Fi help fi cause me can't raise dead. Fran me never say me no have where's something the name what they use fi start car. Me I continue JD. When you go in a hospital and they shock you, me no have none of that at home. Fi raise no dead. You go a hospital and you're dead, then pronounce you're dead, or dead, you're dead. You don't have no coming back to come back to. So when the man dead, dead in dead. So me can't raise, I am not God. Nah, nah.
We are
Away bad
trying to
man.
not dead.
Don't
Not
look
dead.
here.
That's why I can't. Hey, I'm
But
gonna
with
call
you
him
know.
tomorrow.
Don't mix me. Don't mix me. I do
I'm
not
gonna
know
call him
anything
tomorrow.
about that young man. I wouldn't know. I know me if you know.
Now, how it go? Tell me I ask him how it go.
Hey, I now go bother with you. Come here, little now. You busy? Eh? I know nothing going, man. I something me want to ask you.
Nazo.
If it's all right, it's okay. I something me want to ask you on the channel, but it's okay. Are we had to sleep? Oh, no, man. Um, is a topic when me depend in a night, yeah. When a man reach a certain age, you young, so probably you don't know what the answer say, but when a man reach a certain age and he can't stand up again, you know, what happened? What happened?
Now you reach that age there.
Exactly, he don't know. Eh? When you so Viagra. Why? From you,
Now tell them say you can't face up to it, face up to it. Simple.
he might go run you.
If you
That me go.
can't wait it, you face it.
All right, Nasif, go on, yeah.
Me not understand how you cut out the part of conversation there now.
You're not gonna make him come for me tonight. JB, me not hate with you. When business dead, can't make no fire. Can I tell you? When the wood water soak. True, JB. From the water soak, I done it done. You can't, you have to put in a sun for it dry days and days and days. But even that not so bad. But boy, you have so lag where you know how no use. And sometimes it's because of a medical condition. It's not on sometimes you have the men them they not take care of them body. When they're younger, then done out themselves. You see, when they get older now, they want to settle with they want to settle down in a fire bed. And then no say that they don't have no use. Me not think that is right to the woman. You know, say men,
Tree.
eh, eh, you know, say men married to women. I know, say they don't have no use. You know say it happen because they're in a church and them not supposed to tamper with it until and when they fi consummate him and go sleep.
Right. And I don't
As
beat him.
hey, some man God's child, no matter what you do, it no have no move a move. There you go. There you go. No matter what you do, no matter what you do, nothing is going to make it budge. So, um,
So what
women,
do you do?
well, they must know what them need for do. You have some men who, as you say, if they waist can't manage it, they have to face up to their responsibility.
Okay.
And you have some men you still cannot bring that to them. And as for me, through me know how me did that, you couldn't come to me with that neither. Cause that no use to me. You go on with your face.
You see, I
Huh?
push them away.
No come to me with no face. You go on with that. No, you have some women now who experience dryness, and that is very uncomfortable. When you're dry, there is no moisture. So you can imagine the discomfort. And sometimes it's hormonal symptoms as well that makes that intimacy less appealing.
Yeah, but now you have lube.
Yeah, but you have to go continue use that lube because if there is just no feelings there, if there is just no feelings there, then a lube no make sense because you're gonna have to lube for the whole night.
I think, in my opinion, she's just not stimulated enough. You have some man we just want go in the car, start the car and drive. You
And
can't
drive,
just
yeah.
jump in the car and drive. You have to warm up the car first. You have to make it truckle. Turn it on and make it truckle a little bit, you know. Warm up the ignition. Then slowly press the gas. You can't just jump in a car, turn on the car, press gas and go. No.
Jump in the car. Jump in the
Yeah.
car. Not nowadays a button, you know. Nowadays a button the car them I use.
All
So
right. You can't just jump and push button and go.
some of
Mm-mm.
them not even a push a button, them I tell you if you push a button for them.
Lazy. Lazy.
Listen to me, I can't bother with J Brown, you know. God know I can't bother with J Brown. I cannot be
Hey,
bothered. Eh?
you know how no pot you want to put on there?
No. Me good.
Go and put on the pot, man.
Me
You're
good,
not
me
blame
good.
the man.
Me good,
You're
me
not
good, me
blame
alright. Me
him.
alright.
Mm-mm. You got trouble when no trouble you wanna run now.
Me good, sir. Alright. So men are often taught to express their affection. And that's why they stay so through physical intimacy. So, so sometimes men mistake infatuation or lust for love. And I remembered
Yep.
David, was it David? David had a son, King David. Are the David? Where one of his son, it wasn't his son, it was his wife's son. Um Grape Tamar. I think her name was Tamar. And after that him no want see her again, he run her out of the room after he grape the picnic. So some of these men, they see you and they want you and they will chase you for years. And the minute you stop at their foot, that's it. I done it done right there. So they nobody want you. So some men, women too. Who is in the studio here? Oh, seems as if okay.
Come over here, son. Make him come here now.
Okay, there we go. So you have you have different reasons. Men seek physical intimacy um through affection, or that's how they express their affection. You can't hug a man again and say, "You okay, babe?" Just to give him a hug. The minute you hug him, is not your husband or not, Is probably just a friend. And you hug him. And the minute you hug him, you're the inches from him, yet still you feel one piece of boulder pressed down by your body. You wonder, what is this? This,
You ready?
yeah, this is not the case. This is not it. You know? So they mistake affection sometimes in this way. The minute you touch them feel say, yeah. And you have some women are often taught to prioritize care, responsibility, and emotional connection. And the same thing should go for the man. We're good for the goose, good for the gander. Prioritize care, responsibility, and emotional connection. Not only in women, but in the men as well. Now, these patterns will influence how desire show up later in life. As you age together, it will come into act later on in life. JB say some man just don't know how to romance a woman, and they just know how to joke am stick. Hey, hey, believe me, man, I can't bother with
True,
JB.
JD, true,
But and
true.
it's no joke. It's no joke. It's the fact truth. Some of them, as they come in the room, they start tear off your clothes like they're hungry. You know when you
Yeah,
just are left prison, you just
that's
are
why I
left
say
prison.
them don't warm up the food.
Then just name the
Them
food
don't
cold.
warm up the car. Them just a drive. They just a do road.
If not, if they didn't, I would have said burn up
Yeah.
that. No, no, yam food around here. Hi, yes,
Exactly.
man.
They not warm it up. They never burn it up. They not make
Same
it
way,
warm nor
Soja.
burn.
No joke. No
And
joke,
then
my
they sit
brother.
it out
No
of
joke
fridge.
about it. No joke. And let me see. Now, in wrapping up, as you age, as you age, communication becomes more and more important. People need to talk about these changes that are happening before it gets out of hand, before it gets out of control. From you notice, you have your spouse and you have an obligation. You have been with this man or this woman for how long, for how many years? And there is changes taking place. You need to make your spouse or your partner, however it is. You need to make them know. Say, babes or darling, this is what is going on. Me no know how to handle it, and talk about it, because these things are happening, and they are happening in relationships. And it's best if you talk about it, not keep it to yourself, because when you keep it to yourself, it's not going to do anyone any good. So as you age,
Yeah,
these
but some
things, hey, so me I get up right from the laptop, yeah, and I get up. I don't
yeah,
know
but
why I call Jay
how
Brown, Eh?
hearing me?
Jay Brown, I have no chill. What you
Sometimes
say?
how do you approach your partner?
Sometimes how you
Let me say
approach your partner, what happened?
sometimes how do you approach your partner and say, I'm not pleased with this different. I know everybody approachable and I know every man know how to take constructive criticism.
Yeah, because if you should have tell him, say, all right, me not like such and such, he's gonna take
You're not
offense.
hearing me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You hearing me?
Yeah, man, yes. Look like you're not hearing me. Classic. Bless up
Hello.
yourself. You're not hearing me. You might mute or something.
Yeah, me I hear you now. You hear me?
Yeah, I was hearing you all along. Yes, but it's
Okay.
true, JB. It
Yeah,
is
me say,
true. Classic.
yeah, me say
Classic.
sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you don't know how to broach the subject. You don't know how to
That is
which
true.
angle to attack the subject from because some men don't want to hear that they're not satisfying you or that you're not pleased or someone don't take constructive criticism well. Them no want to hear so them
Mm-hmm.
can improve. Them just
Yeah.
feel like say them a man and them a do the job because them satisfied.
Mm-hmm. Some man not care if you are satisfied, you know. Some don't care. The only
No,
one who said them satisfied,
no.
and I hate that. No, it's not Jody.
Mm-mm.
You're the second person now asking me. It's not Jody. It's my other daughter. This one is Alicia. Welcome,
Blazing,
Classic
you're
Night
just going there
Darling.
and you shoot up everybody out and the job done.
We're
In a
talking some
business,
big people stuff over here, Classic. Yeah, man. So, Classic, if you not see the topic, step out, take a look at the topic and come in back and forward. All right, my darling. Step out, take a look at the topic and step in back. Yeah? All right. So, me wash my hair this evening and it is still kind of damp. Oh, Lord. Um,
mommy,
eh?
Classic is asking if it's Jody, so I'm saying no,
I
it's not
answered
Jody.
her. I answered. I told her no.
Okay, okay.
Stacy.
Teach them Classic, teach them.
Stacy.
Teach them Classic. No, I'm not talk to you right now. Classic turn. Classic
What
have the
classic say?
interest.
What classic say?
Eh?
What did classic say?
Classic says so my time if you play with human feel good.
I know classic says so. Look at who.
No, Joseph, sorry, Joseph Brown.
Oh, it better
Teach
you
them
read.
Joseph.
Oh, God.
Right now
Hey,
me feel like me that take you away. That slide away with you.
look here. You know why YouTube come for you? You know why YouTube JB many wives come for you?
It's alright, me nah bother, me back down broad. Can't take no lick.
Yes, my darling classic. Welcome, sweetheart. How are you doing? We're talking about some big people stuff over here tonight. You know, and it's some stuff that persons really need to address because these things are happening, truly happening in society, and persons not really want to talk about it. It's like it's a taboo subject.
Mm-hmm.
You're married, you live with your husband, and there are certain things that no, sir. Me can't come on YouTube, me can't discuss this. But persons need to really talk about these things because they are affecting relationships. You love this.
But honestly now, after say 5 years of marriage, let's just say for the sake of conversation, after
Mm-hmm.
2 years or 5 years of marriage, how do you tell your husband or your wife that you're not satisfied? Well, not even your wife, because normally 90% of the time, 95% of the time, is the woman
People
that
no
is not
matter.
satisfied. The men normally satisfied. So after so many years of marriage, how do you go to your husband and say, why do you know, more side
Why
time,
wait
enough
so
side
long?
time. Me no reach, you reach, but me no reach. Me still a run and you reach. And me can't.
Look
How?
here. Make I tell you something? Classic. Come teach her. Come teach them how to turn up the relationship and in the bedroom. Come classic. Well,
No,
let me tell you
it's not.
something.
It's not about how to do it. It's how to broach the subject.
Boy,
with your
that
spouse.
is a
That is the
tough
issue.
one. That is a tough one to really
Yeah, how to control and yeah.
that's a tough one because me no know how to broach that subject there. The only thing that I can say is you try make sure say you not reach before me. That's all. From the minute Missy say yeah run too fast and yeah come up the road me a
Slow down,
left right there so.
slow that speed, cut your speed.
Yeah, man, me a cut your speed, man. Cause you
Oh,
not
just
left
slow
me a
down.
road. Because the minute you go lie down, I done it done for me. Me not depend that. So,
But sometimes you know, sister, them a pass it, then just pass it and reach.
no nan pass me, me say. That me I tell you. Me nah give them that opportunity.
No,
Cause me know
no.
what go on. Them
Sometimes
not
by the
get
time sometime by the time you grab their shirt, you say slow down. They reach ahead already and say, hurry up and come now, you know, see me up here, so wait for you.
me say, that
Them
will
two
happen
of
to you. It
them
not happen to me. Me I tell you. That will never happen. Not to me.
come up on the bed and stop that. Well, I'm glad for you.
But it is a very relevant question. How do you broach that subject to tell your other half that listen, um, me not reach or you know,
Mm.
you never sleep with clothes. Me no know what classic ask me say, you know. Classic,
Stop.
classic. Go and go sleep. Go on to your bed. Go on to your bed, classic. Leave me alone. And then me something you want here. You come over here tonight now if you can't trouble me. I don't know how to broach that subject.
When you
Me no know
figure out a
how.
way, when you figure out a way, let us know.
I don't
And do
know
you have
how.
any clues? What is your suggestion? Come up in this.
Sometimes, you know, you can tell your
Rosario.
partner what to do in order to, you know,
But
to make you
understand,
reach
how
the
do
line.
you approach the subject? How you bring it up?
Babes, me want to talk to you about something, or, hun, I want to talk to you about something very, very important to both you and I. hmm
Mm-hmm.
And if it's somebody who, because on every man you can really approach.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to know if it's someone who you can approach. If it is someone that you can approach and that person have understanding, then
Mm-hmm.
yes, it's fine. You can say to him,
Yeah, but
okay.
what you do for the man them when have no understanding, no reasonability?
Then
What you
what me
mean
I
that
do?
case?
What would I be doing with that?
You know some woman love bad man, a bad man she love. Bad man she love. Yeah?
All
It's a
right.
bad man.
Make him say, hey, you're not going right.
You say
Body
approach
up,
it from a bad
body up,
angle.
same way.
Bad man angle.
Yeah, yeah.
Bad man don't want to hear that. Bad man want to hear so they stamp and mash.
So classic. After a woman reach a certain age, especially a woman, them no want fi have nothing to do with in the bedroom. Only go sleep. Just to go and lie down and sleep. Actually sleep. Not to have no extracurricular activity in the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's for some women. I'm not talking about the men. You have some men, them when them reach up in a age at that the time that they hot. And then can't even walk go far for long. JB said we have to balance it straight across the board. Some women not good. Don't know to do nothing more than
Mm-mm.
just
Lay down like Peter
lay like a
dead.
like dead wood.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. That is true. So
Oh.
that's why I said
In
earlier
that case,
communication.
yeah, in
Eh?
that case, JB, when you see she lay down, you say, move now, babes, do something. Move up your hip them, Do something. Move, man.
We don't can watch all
And maybe
movies
she
together,
look,
you know. Watch
But maybe
movies
the man is
together and say,
interested
let's
in
try
food.
this.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
yes,
maybe the man is not interested in her. So even though she lay down like piece of dead man, him man might feel say him a kill it. Him a go on with something to she, him not do nothing. So that's why she not interested to move. You don't think that could be the case?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure if she did interested, if she was heated, if him did warm her up, me sure say she would have in the mood for move and go on bad. So head tap style. But him probably just going hot and heavy and she just bored.
um in
Come
that
on.
case, in that case, you can talk about it in that case, yeah man. But when the man not have no use, me no know and you can't talk to some of them man, yeah, you know. So you have to find a balance. And somebody said it earlier. You have to find a balance. Communication is key. Talk to your partner. Yeah man, talk to your partner. And when there is respect, when there is communication, you will be all right.
Maybe because she's not into him from day one.
Yes,
Yeah, or maybe she lost interest along the way.
there you go. So it
As
can be one of two
when you
things.
were saying back to the original, she lost interest. Because maybe
Yeah.
she frustrated and things break
Yeah,
down
it
in the
means that she has
relationship.
lost interest for real.
Mhm.
Yes,
'Cause if I'm
guys.
not interested from day one, you can't come near me. Unless you have a lot of money.
Yeah, it makes sense you're going into a relationship where um you're not happy
You're not
with your
interested.
partner. It makes sense. It doesn't make sense because somewhere along the line something is gonna give. And the bedroom will understand what is happening. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
You have some women going to a relationship for the wrong reasons.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're talking mainly about the older folks because them kind of something that are mostly young people it affect. Them things that we are talking about. But as it relates to older folks, you have some men have their wife for years and after a while they lose interest for some reason or the other. The man or the woman has lost interest. Relationship mash up right there so. Years of relationship mash up right there so. Because the woman is no longer functioning like she used to. So the man wants somebody younger, you know? And these are things that actually happens. No going around it. These are the things that happens. The woman lost interest, the man lost interest. The man might have a medical condition, likewise the woman might have a medical condition. Then again is how you oppose the woman. If you, the woman, not into it, is the man job to do your job and do it properly. There you go. But sometimes the woman she has lost interest already. Sometimes, you have some women too. They lose interest in the man. They have been into this relationship for so long. And you have to spice up your relationship.
Yeah.
You have to spice it. You can't get up every day and cook chicken. You cannot cook chicken every day. Sometimes you have to cook a little beef, a little fish,
Mm-hmm.
some vegetable. You
Mm-hmm.
can't
That's
just be
comfort
cooking the
meal.
same meal every day. Man, I'm gonna get bored.
Mm-hmm.
The woman is gonna get bored.
Sometimes you guys have to explore together and find out where your boundaries are, what you're comfortable with, and experience some new stuff. Not just mama and papa every day. Try something new. Not tell you go on the neck and kill yourself. But I mean, buy some blindfold and surprise, surprise each other.
Nobody now blindfold me, Mm-mm. Nobody
Come
now
on,
blindfold
what
this.
do you mean?
No, 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 no. I'm supposed to see.
You're old. You're
I know.
old.
I know, and that's
When you
fine.
lose one sense, when one sense gone, the other senses are heightened. So imagine now, him come and say, baby, make we try something. Me nah sorry,
Now
his
hear
phone
you.
muted. The phone it was muted. Me say, uno start small. Him not restrain you. All him a do is when one sense is less, the other senses are heightened. So uno start small. Him a say, babe, just let me put something over your eyes. You still can move. You have free movements of all your limbs. Just to spice up the relationship. Him touch you in your neck. You feel surprised because you don't know which part him gonna touch your next. It's spicy. It's something new. And I like him a just jumping at this full BDSM. Him not bandage you down one time. He
Hmm.
must start small. You have to know where each other comfort level is, and then it goes back to trust. Because if you fully
Yeah.
trust him, then you wouldn't have no issues for him to blindfold you. It's as simple as putting a rag over your face. You lay down on the bed and the rag is over your face. All you have to do is turn your head, feet drop off. You don't necessarily have to tie up your eyes. Try something.
Well,
Just try something
as me say,
different.
young people, something them may talk big people where lose
Oh,
interest
you
for one
have
reason
big
or the
people
other.
who are spontaneous as well. You
Yeah.
have big
And
people who want to explore as well.
but then I go explore and blindfold me.
All right, you don't have to blindfold. Let
next
me
thing,
tie you
next
open.
thing you blindfold me as some brute like you start put on for me. No.
So you
Eh-eh.
can drag off the blindfold. It goes back again to trust. You have to trust your partner. On the decide, say, what are you comfortable with? You're comfortable with one eye lock and you peep out of the next one, or me can lock the two of them and we try something new. Me not restrict your movements, your hands will be free. You might enjoy it, you might not like it, but at least you try it. That's something where him want to try. And you try it and you say, boy, babes, you know, so me not go try this again because I'm not comfortable. At least you tried it. Next time now, you can say, boy, babes, you know, me did like the blindfold, something that we can try it again tonight. Let me do you tonight. Something new start a relationship. You don't know, it might ignite a new flame. What you think, JB?
Um,
Exactly. Exactly. It's the same way if the lady get up every day in a long dress and my granny long night is not going to work for me. Exactly. Exactly, JB. She have to spice up the relationship. Buy some thong, not tell her to wear thong every night. Buy some little sexy lingerie, some see-through something, some whipped cream. You don't have to wear nothing, just some whipped cream for your areas. Cover up the places. You don't have to eat it either, it can wash off. I mean, it's just something different. Have to try different things. You see, you have to get with the times. That's why people are going to take away your man. People are going to blindfold where your man from you.
lucky for them. Me happy for them.
Have to try something different. Nobody now tell us if immerse yourself in it one time, but try at least once. Try it once and then you can say, boy, babes, me not like it, me not do it again. You tried it.
It's
Don't
all
just
right.
shut down the man thing. The man say, babes, we could try something. And you say, no, I don't want to try it. It's called trying for a reason.
Ay, ay, ay. All right. This is another thing. Um, just as we are talking now, a lot of couple don't talk about these changes that is taking place. Just like you say, how do you approach your partner with certain things? You ready now, classic? I'm soon end. Many
My class
couples never
is
talk about these
standard.
changes. Hmm?
It's a classic miss the hot part.
Yeah, man.
Miss
Classic
the
was
heat.
busy. Many couples never talk about these changes. They don't like to talk about things that is, you know, that is happening to them. They don't want to talk about it because sometimes, yeah, how do I tell my partner that I wasn't satisfied with just, and I am not? How do I tell him that? You have to, there has to be a way where you can express that to him. You have some men, who will ask your questions. Um, were you satisfied? You have men who will blatantly ask you.
Mm-hmm.
No, for me, no one, no man ask me no question. No, no ask me nothing. Call me dark, call me fool, whatever you want to call me. Cause if you ask me, even if me not satisfied,
That
me I
was
gotta tell you,
me.
yeah, man. So it's
You know,
not
you can,
something that.
you know, have to say, you know, have to tell them, say, you know, say, I wasn't satisfied. All I have to do is say, babes, make we go again now. Come on, that's how we have saying it, isn't it?
He and then he
Round
come before
two.
me again.
No, all right, you see the second round, him have to take longer. Him can't reach again in the second round. And if him still reach before you, me sure he have to go on third round. Me sure he can't reach before you in the third round. Me sure.
Hey God.
You
I
can't win
miss what
every
JB
race
say.
unless something wrong with you. Something have wrong with you. You're not run. You're not in the race. Nah.
All right. So JB say from nothing wrong with you. No draws to my thing. Hey, me no bother read that argument there. All right. So as I was saying, many couples never talk about these things. There are certain topics
Always
that
bedtime.
certain couples no want talk about, you know, as your age. But as your age, you're supposed to more mature, if it talk about these things now. Because now it's not like when you're just getting involved, when you're young and certain things you turn your head and you hide your face. And now that we are grown people, we are now supposed to be better able to discuss these things. JB said, no man, no fi ask, no question. Hey, boy, silence sometimes leads to misunderstanding. All right, when you're not talk, and the man can't get a straight answer from you, he can get frustrated too. All right, and then here comes the emotional distance. So talk about whatever is hurting you, whatever as grown folks, as grown adults, you have, so you have these young children nowadays who start do the things them who not supposed to know nothing about them something there. 13, 12, 11, as young as those age. And they start to experience these things. And they are more bold than some grown adults, some grown folks. Believe it or not. Some of them pitney. When me used to go school, when I used to go to school, and you know, you claim say you have boyfriend. Me not walk on no road with no boy. Me no don't hold me hand. And even when I was a grown up, when I was a young adult, I don't want nobody no man nothing walk and hold me hand on the road.
I
But
sneaking,
those
I
are not,
sneaking.
eh?
I sneaking and I hide one man from the next man.
No go some man, but me just never. Me
No,
just
me
feel
know. It was
uncomfortable.
different times. I understand. It was
Right.
different.
But
It's a
now,
more
as I was saying,
conservative time.
you have them little girl, them bold. Them even we come at your gate, come fight you for your own man.
Mm-hmm.
That's how
Yeah.
bold these children are. So they will be more able to hold a conversation with a man more than some grown folks. And it's just the
Mm-hmm.
fact. But
Mm-hmm.
talk about it. Talk about these things that is coming in between your relationship. Be honest, but be gentle in your conversations. And this can transform both of your experience.
Mm-hmm.
This can transform your relationship greatly.
Mm-hmm.
As you said, trust, communication, and love. With these three ingredients, trust me, your relationship won't feel so strenuous. Once you can talk about it, be honest about it, but be gentle. There is no way you're going to be aggressive in your approach. That's a wrong approach. You cannot be aggressive. If you are talking about something that is um if you're talking about a problem, if you want a problem to be solved, you have to talk about it with love. Talk about it in a caring way, in a honest way, but be gentle. And these conversations, as I said before, will change the whole dynamics.
Yes, classic.
Hey, I the wrong night because me know say a JB topic them in. Classic said, not my
You know
man.
that a woman is harder to please than a man.
Huh? Yeah.
You know, a
Yeah.
woman is harder to please than a man.
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a woman you have to go around the corner, go around this, or go up the hill, and know when to go back down the hill. Cause you can't just run up the hill and then run back down. You have to
Classic, I
climb the
hear
hill
you
slow
loud
and then
and clear.
scoot off.
You still have that stamina. Classic. Me not getting in your business. But as a young, you're still young. So you're supposed to still out there in the field same way. Still a yanda and gallop. But I'm talking this is for like women in their 50s. You have women who in their 40s too and experience hormonal changes, you know. And the best thing to do when you're experiencing these things is to talk to your gynecologist, go to your doctor, seek a therapist, you know. Sit and talk about the situation. If you cannot sit with your husband or your wife and talk about the changes that is taking place, seek professional help. All right. Many women may shift or change toward wanting emotional closeness. They want no peace, just peace and companionship. They don't want no rub up and no,
And
and
if you
that
have
was
them
me.
body.
I was saying the very same thing today. Me know some of my children don't mind me living with them, but me not my children. They don't mind me living with if I one of them, then everybody want me to come live with them. And I tell them I don't know how that is going to work.
I hear you.
Me no know, I don't know how that is going to work, you know? But women change from time to time. They want peace. They want this closeness. And I was saying, my children, them want me to live with them. Me can't live with the whole of them. But everybody want me to live with them. Live with just one child. And that not gonna work. But sometimes persons need companionship, not sex. You know? Them want a man. Me know, me just want somebody for probably lie down with and talk with. But no man no want lie down with no woman and talk with no woman.
Yeah, you have to go find one monk. You have to go
Yeah.
search one for a monk or
So
one priest.
yeah. So you find out now say there is no way it is going to be possible for me with my mindset, with that JB say lady why you don't want to really comment them. God's child, all away. Um hey, Debbie, go on to your bed. Go on to your beds. Go on to your beds.
You
By
know, I read the
spirit.
classics there.
Classic, me hear you loud and clear. I hear you loud and clear. I'm going to come off of this thing here, you know. I'm coming off of this thing. Let me just wrap up. Men may still want physical intimacy as a way to feel connected. But let's say you've been married for 20, 30 years because you have persons all 40 years, 50 years they've been married. And all they need now are just lie down and them remember, reminisce what was going on many years ago. And they have a good relationship. Because guess what? That is no longer, probably from time to time, they might do something I don't know. Coming to reach this yet. But they want just companionship. You have some old man, they hot like fire, same way.
Mhm.
Fire, 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 same way.
Mhm.
You
More
hear,
the baby one.
you hear, Debbie? Classic. I could imagine. Let me not. Both
I
are
think
still.
classic can read, you know. I think classic can
That's why
read.
that's why I leave it alone. No, both are very valid. You just need to have an understanding. So, in wrapping up, in closing, to have a good relationship in your older years, it is best to be honest with your partner about your feelings. It is best to let your partner know what is going on, how you're feeling. You know, when these things starts to happen, let him or her know. Um, Hon, be gentle because these things can take a toll on you. It can be very intimidating. It can be very
Traumatizing.
yes, and it's not an easy topic. So you have to be understanding.
Mhm.
Sit and talk about it quietly. Some probably who knows, you take your spouse out to dinner and you start a conversation.
Date night.
Yes, man, communication is the key. Definitely, JB. Definitely. So, as
Good
we age,
foundation.
right, there you go. As we age gracefully, thanks be to God, we are still here to age and
Mhm.
age with each other, to be understanding to each other, to be loving toward each other. Don't take your relationship if you have a good relationship. Do not take it for granted. If you are in a toxic relationship, get out. It makes no sense. You're building years and years of something that there's nothing there. It just doesn't make sense. Know
Mhm.
your worth. You're never
Mhm.
too old to know your worth.
Mhm.
Be gentle, be kind, be loving to each other. Understand each other's body. Your body
Mhm.
language speaks a lot. And if you
Mhm.
talk with each other, your body understands. Until next
Mhm.
time, guys, be blessed and be a blessing. Walk good. Stacey, Ali, you have
Yeah,
anything?
man.
You have anything further?
No, you've said it all basically, you know. You did a pretty good job, yeah.
Mr. JB, I hear you loud and clear. Bad, bad. You see that smile on your face?
Young Classic can go link up on icon and discuss it further.
All right, guys. It was a pleasure having you all here. Thank you so much, my co host. Thank you so much for stepping up here with me and chatting with
My
us for a
pleasure.
bit. Thank you so much, JB Classic. Bless up yourself. Thank you all, my silent viewers who have been here silently listening. I hope this one was kind of informative, Miss Gay. Don't know if you're still here. Perhaps you went on a call or you went to do something and forget me again. But that's all life go. We understand how the thing set. All right. Be blessed, guys. Be a blessing. Until next time. See you on the streets.
Okay, bye guys.
All right. We know she married. All right. All right, Ali. Thank you so much, baby. Yes, Ali.